sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Los Angeles Chargers and the home team. Leading the Chargers, that is Jim Harbaugh, former first-round pick of the Bears back in 1987. Of course, led Chicago for 4 seasons as their starting quarterback. These guys 6-2 over the last 2 months of play. And across the way, we get a glance at their head coach. These guys more than motivated. Scott and Brock, you were on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And here we go from Chicago. Return coming from the 6. Escapes a defender. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion. But this guy is just different. He just processes the game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. And it's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. While the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
The separation, well, it comes in the preparation. In this defense, well, they were prepared. They identified all week long the weak points in this offense, and they keep hammering away at it. This is why you do your homework, kids. Good things typically follow.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. A 3rd consecutive sack. The defense totally dominating this drive, Brock. That brings up 4th down.
Forget good, forget great. That is a perfect start to this game defensively. 3 straight sacks, and they're off the field without a single yard surrendered. Kate, that offense isn't just rattled. They're absolutely reeling just 1 possession in.
Here comes Bryce Behringer to handle the 4th down punt. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Picked up at the 38. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this 2nd-year passer.
Last week is one of those weird spots as a quarterback, Kate. Right? You celebrate it when every win is so hard in this league. But as a QB, you also know when you throw more interceptions than touchdowns, you're very fortunate to come on the winning side of any game at this level.
We'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
A gain of 7. First down.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That stop made by Barrett Carter. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He beats it to Rice. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. In the red zone on 1st. He's running with it. Has room into the secondary. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Jacobs has nothing on that run. They they stand strong and stop him at the 2. We pause now for an injured player, and that looks like Josh Jacobs, who's hurt after that play and in need of a look from the training staff. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun here. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop them.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Set to kick off.
Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Gets him on a quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
Shotgun hands off here for Judkins. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Judkins, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another game to Judkins. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another one for Judkins. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Stroud. He has room past the 25. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 11.
In the red zone now. Con just shy of the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
To number 18, Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. 3rd and just 2 to go.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. These guys will each pay dirt for the first time this game. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
Well, they did their due diligence, took another look at it, and the call on the field will stand after review. That one splits the uprights. And his guys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. We set it down for him. Starts at the 38.
It's a gain of 10. And the Chargers first down.
Throwing now on first down. A quick slant caught by Washington. And he'll get it up to the 44. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Here's the first carry for LaQuint Allen. And that's not what the offense started like. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Rolling into enemy territory. And he has this down to the 34. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
He was defended by Garrett.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. Then they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's caught by Harrison. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. These guys have taken the first quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there are so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And these guys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. On the return, here comes Reed. Things going well so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Pierce up the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers.
He'll call his own number. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And time runs out before they get the snap on. That's the end of one. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the Windy City in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped right at the line. No gain. We've set it downs for them from the 31.
First down, Chargers.
This is Pierce. To the house. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop you, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Brown off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Complete to number 84, Tyler Warren. First and 10.
Shotgun now, first round. Completed over the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
That's another first down.
Working inside the red zone. Throws caught. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Complete to
Just a yard left to go on second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Looking to throw. Stroud makes the catch. And in for the Chicago touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Team 21. Visitors 14.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. On the return, here comes Reed. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chargers and running back Dameon Pierce ready for their next drive. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Cut out left. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
There's a dive up the middle. It's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation.
Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Completes it to his back. LeQuint Allen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught by Washington, left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do it in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He dodged the tackle. The home team sends C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Trying to throw on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. First and 10 from the 43. To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
On the give, here's Judkins. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Which is a gain of 3 there. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
That's good for a first down.
Throwing is Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Second and 6 coming up here.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. Inside, this is reeled in by Warren. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal, Judkins. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up third and goal.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out here for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
His return starts at the 5. Jukes away from 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Give to Allen on the draw. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's going to get this over the middle to Wilson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line. This is second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Setting up to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
And the Chargers first down.
From the gun, here's Pierce. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Chicago right after this. Rice, the motion man right. Right back it goes to Pierce. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chargers.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
One of the tight ends in motion left. They'll go right back to Pierce. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's
Andres Borregales out now to attempt this field goal. It's a 39-yarder. Borregales connects. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Stroud now. Oh, he's got it. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Shotgun now for Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. He's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again. It's Stroud. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, Stroud. This finds Franklin. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Able to get it to Franklin. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. A 6-yard
Here's Stroud again.
brings up 2nd and 2.
This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down.
By Will McDonald. It's a loss of 6. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And he spiked it just in time, so now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on their rivals, the New York Football Giants. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Cardinals wideout. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Cardinals come away with an 8-point victory. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this is J.K. Dobbins. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Niners get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. We need a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line. And they'll have great field position. Working now from the gun. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Design bootleg here. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's brought down after a short gain. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. He sent a man in motion. Throw here, 3rd down. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. His work begins at the 31. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Receiving team.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They go play action on 1st down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
17 yards. And the Chargers
To throw here on 1st down. Right back to Rice. Caught again. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First and 10 from the 43. Give to Jacobs from the pistol. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
another Chargers 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Recovered by the defense. And he's out in the clear. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And they're going to take over with a 1st and goal here. Recover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay. Oh, I love that. There was no thought of just covering it up, was there? He just grabbed it, instantly got his eyes upfield, and was looking for where to return it.
Now, I think you could hear what I could hear, Kay. What we hear on a practice field, scoop and score, scoop and score.
Yep.
They work on it, they rep it, they teach it. They did the scooping, and now it's incumbent on the offense to go score.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And this has to be a touchdown, Brock. They're taking the field first and goal from the 5. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out first and goal. Judkins up the middle. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
From the gun, Stroud. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. These guys take the fumble and get 6 out of it. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys drive their lead to 11. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. On the return, here comes Reed. He is rocked, that ball's free. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
From the gun, Judkins. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Back to throw, Stroud. That's him on the quick hitter. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
It's a gain of 7.
Stroud on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
You know what? It's a pretty doggone impressive feat of strength to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming.
There'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it extends their lead to 14.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On the return, here comes Reed. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And gets him around 6 there. Now it's Kenneth Grant moving in to make that stop. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. They stick with Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
New set of downs from the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the option, it's Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Los Angeles.
This time it's a passing play. Completes this one to Rice. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go to the option on 2nd down. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read and it winds up losing them 3 yards. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it. They did it a whole lot better that time.
And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The home team and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
ETN gets it on the draw. Bounces this outside, winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Pushing it up past the 30. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play. And they got a new set of downs, too.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around it. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
And this is taken ahead to the 37. Jack Sawyer working hard and making the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's a throw. It's a downfield working the left. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the pistol, give to Pierce. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's caught at the 4! And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. They'll run, Jacobs. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Chargers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Trevor Etienne to return this. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First down throw by Stroud. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It'll still be just a one-score game when we resume play. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And they are lucky to get this one back on the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. 3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And a first down.
First down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 47.
Judkins running between the tackles. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
Brings up 3rd down.
Gotta keep this one and go. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's good. We're on first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. Shotgun handoff here from Judkins. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it 3rd and maybe a yard at most from the 34. Handoff now to Judkins. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
He's going to get this over the middle to Wilson. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They send a tight end in motion.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Now, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
The home teams and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. And the give. Here's Judkins. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here, following the penalty. Give him 4 yards there, and now we'll bring up 2nd and 16.
Brings up 2nd down.
To the air, Stroud. Looking slant route, complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chargers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. On his own read, here's Jacobs. Continuing to move past the 45. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a gain of 20. And the Chargers 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
And 5 yards to go.
Pass play now. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. You know, I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chargers.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, 4th and that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw it. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chargers.
Brought in. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers making a 4-point game here in the 4th.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, this is ETN. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The home teams and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's Shudkins to begin the drive. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. Found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys make it a 10-point ball game.
Team 44. Visitors 34.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. but the state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Motion the tight end over. Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Man in motion here. Throwing off the play fake. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
The tackle made.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Jacobs shoves one away. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Gain of 8. And the Chargers, first down.
This time it's a passing play. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
12 yards. That's another Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Oh no, the ball is loose. And it looks like the defense has it. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Judkins up the middle. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Another game to Judkins. Now, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. From the gun, Stroud. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Chargers have some new life in the 4th.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitance spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. First and 10, they're going to throw. He's keeping it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
And the Chargers, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Los Angeles.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Chargers got to score in a hurry. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. So now here's 3rd and 5. To throw. Big game continuing here for Wilson. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
5 yards. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. Now Judkins. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. First down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to ETN. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here's Judkins. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Airing it out to start this drive. He's got it to him yet again, and that part is caught. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Try to set this up quick.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
Gonna throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It was a great effort from our winners as we say so long from Chicago.